What is up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to another uh, live trading pre-market uh, watch list and day trading event. Today is Cinco de Mayo, so hopefully we're able to get some good stocks today and see how the market is treating us for today. So we're about to get it started in just a couple minutes. So stand by, and we'll be live in just again a couple minutes. All right, good morning, everyone. So let's start analyzing some of these stocks. First and foremost, we have MVIS. Yesterday was a big mover. We have a support at $1.40 and then a resistance at $1.80. And then I still have to create my alert based on where it is right now. I'm gonna create two alerts. First alert I'm gonna create it, it's $1.60. Boom. And then the second one I'm gonna create it's $1.70 pre-market high. So make sure it crosses it. I'm gonna put $1.71 because I don't want to get faked out. It goes up to $1.70 and then sells off. So we gotta keep an eye on that one. There's no news for it, so it's still yesterday. There was no news at all for it whatsoever. So we don't know why it was truly moving from yesterday's. It was a big move for yesterday. MARK yesterday, another great mover yesterday as well. We have a support at 80 cents and a resistance at $1.40, so it's a major resistance. So right now we just have to see where the support and the resistance are going to be at. So we're going to put an we're going to create an alert over here at 86-cent mark. Yeah, it's like somewhere in between here. I'm gonna say 80 or 87. And boom, and then we'll put another one. I'll put another one over here at 95 cents. Oh, so those are my two alerts right there. DFFN. I haven't created the support and resistance, and that's because it looks like it's trading from previous support and resistance that I've created in the past, which is a support around, I would say, even 60 cents, and then a resistance over here at 75 cents. So that's why there's an alert already at 75 cents and then 66 cents pre-market. This resistance over here. So that's what I'm gonna create there, that resistance, those two alerts. So alert at 66 cents and 75 cents. See which of those two triggers out. SGBX. Ooh, okay, so previous market close was 428. Any big news? Yes. SG block a science agreement with Olsen Healthcare to distribute COVID-19 rapid tests in the U.S. under Olsen's FDA emergency use authorization. So, some COVID-19. So it's a huge agreement with Olsen Healthcare, and so these are some big news. And looks like they're offering 3.8 million shares of common stock. So that's why it's a huge. It's moving freaking huge for today. This is a huge gapper. Of course, as you can see, the price is already oversaturated around $9. There's a resistance at 722. So definitely have to keep an eye on that reversal if there's enough volume for it. So pre-market has a volume of 2.8 million already. Its daily average is 1 million, so their volume is already definitely there. So again, possible reversal. So we're gonna create an alert. I'm gonna create an alert over here at 650, 651. Boom. And if anything, we could create an alert over here at 720. Boom. And then if it passes that 722 resistance, is there another? Do I have another alert? Looks like I do not. I gotta create one right here. It looks like around $10. Another. There is a resistance right there at $10. There is one right here at 12. Yep. Have to readjust it. So there's resistance right here at 12. Boom. I get another. There's some support over here on $10. All right. So there we go. That's where we have the resistances at. So that's perfectly good. So that way we know if it crosses that 722 mark, we are definitely gonna have a resistance over here at 902. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if it crosses it. But if it hit that 722, and then if we wait for it to go all the way up to $9, that's a good 20% gain right there. So this one, make sure that based on it takes a lot of money for it to move, so that means it's a higher float. There's a lot of shares to be traded on it, so that's something to consider. Next one is NBRV. With this one, let's see, 1 second. All right, so with this one, NBRV, so there are some Senlita treatment results in a rapid time to clinical response in hospitalized patients with community acquired bacterial pneumonia. Looks like there's some good big news, but it looks like the price was already oversaturated since it went all the way up to 60 cents and it crashed down. So this is a true penny stock. If it were to come back again from that all the way up to its 66 cent mark, that's a 12% gain. So it looks like this penny stock it has a lot of it has a big float, so definitely something to keep an eye on. Let's do this. So it is a gap or two. It looks like it has some history of gaps. So as we can see with this one, my epic pen. All right. So with this one, we can definitely see that there's gaps over here. Let's see. All right, so we have a gap. So we have a gap right here. So we have a gap right there, and we have a gap right here. With this gap, looks like it almost got filled. So it almost got filled, but it didn't. It like got filled. Like most of it got filled. I would say like a good 8/10 of it got filled. So with this gap over here as well, we can probably expect for it to come up and probably even break even. So somewhere around 90 cents it looks like. So that's something that we'll definitely consider. So let's create a resistance over here at the low of $1.01. Just to $8.01. Beautiful. And then support at 89 cents. And we have to adjust that. Nice. And then it looks like there's some support over here at 50 cents. Awesome. All right. Now looking at that, of course, it's not near any support and resistance. So yeah, I'm gonna create an alert over here around 64 cents. Boom, 64 cents. Again, there's a resistance at 90 cents. So we'll see if those news ever get picked by some of the traders. GNPX, market news, enters exclusive worldwide patent and technology license agreement for combination of its TUSC2 gene therapy for immune therapies or immunotherapy. Okay, so they are creating an exclusive patent and worldwide. It's a worldwide patent, so that's really big news. So let's start analyzing this. So it is a gapper as well. Look at its history. There is multiple gaps that have been getting filled, so that's really good. This gap got filled. So this gap right here got filled. This gap got filled. This gap over here got filled. This gap right here got filled. So it's definitely gonna create another gap over here, which right now is trading somewhere around 350. So yeah, so this gap already got filled too. Because if we were to create the support and resistance, so high of 340, boom, and the low of this one at 372. Fine. I will create another one with right there. So as you can see, it's range trading right there, and if it breaks that 373 resistance, I'm gonna move it up to 375. So if it breaks that 375 resistance, which looks like it will, it's definitely gonna, it definitely has the potential of moving all the way up to 475. So from 375 to 475, that's a whole dollar, which can be a good gain of 20%. That's a pretty good move right there. So we have a lot of stocks pre-market, which is good. Yesterday was again a slow day, so we're definitely gonna 376. So we're definitely gonna have a good day today. We'll see what we can get, and remember, we always have to wait for the right setups. So anything can truly happen. So always have a good setup. Make sure the setup that you're trading is good. So we truly have a lot of good stocks in your market. Let's see. So this KOPN first quarter loss per share 4 cents. Let's see. So they had a increase of 42%. Revenue increases, and then R&D and SGA decline. Defense products increased by 144%. The company receives initial order of for 720p and 2K OLED micro display backplane wafers or wafers. Oh, so they're the leading provider of innovative wearable computing technologies and solutions. So maybe like for your Apple Watch stuff, or any wearable devices. So they had a pretty good quarter. Those were some good news. Yeah, that's definitely really good. Hopefully they're not misleading and lying that they did have a good quarter, but they actually did not. Again, some companies do definitely do that. So let's create an alert over here at 76 cents. Well, and then let's create the support and resistances. See where we're at. Oh, it looks like it's a gap or two. There's a gap over here, so it's probably not gonna trade too much. It is good that it has a good quarter, but to be honest, to me, it's not any big news unlike these other ones over here. So I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna keep an eye on that one for way too much. CPE, I believe I had done these support and resistance either yesterday or a couple days ago. I think it was on the 30th. Yeah. So it's trading back again over here above the 91-cent mark. So the next it has a resistance at $1.12. So for it to cross that 95, so we'll jump at 96 cents. Good opportunity, 17% right there. That's really good. Again, find a goal percentage that you want to stick to. Make sure that whatever trade you want to jump into, you're able to achieve it. Let's keep on checking out a couple more stocks. Let me open up the live news. Nothing there. They miss estimates. Okay. I'm looking at the daily average volume too of 20. This has a volume of 21 million. So what I like to do pre-market is two things. One, organize my stocks based on the volume. Look at the news and see if there's any news on that specific stock. One, and then two, where the volume is today, right now, pre-market compared to its daily average. So for example, this one, CDEV, there is news that they missed their quarter estimates, the results. It has a volume pre-market of 824, but its daily volume is 21 million. So definitely, this stock has the potential of two things. There's a potential of it breaking out because the volume that it has right now can definitely make a lot of significant moves, meaning that because the volume is lower than usual, and this stock, it can move up from 86 cents to a whole dollar in just 5 trades, or like 5 people like trading it, because again the volume is just not there from its daily average. So that's something that always that I always like to keep a lookout for. So check out the volume pre-market and then check out what the volume is of the stock for its daily average. All right, so right here we have CLSK. So there's an increase in revenue year to date. So it looks like this is an oil company. Daily average 889. It's almost on 100% there. So that's really good. It's trading right now at $1.97. So there is no close by resistance. That's somewhere over here on $4. Around $4 looks like there's a small resistance, but nonetheless, we do have this huge bar over here. So if anything, probably people want to break even on that right there. So let's create some pre-market support and resistance. So let's put it right here on 240. Boom. And then we're gonna create an alert over here at $2. $2.01. That's good. And then I'll create another one at 216. Boom. Double alerts right there. Because again, though we have our support at $1.50. Looks like I created it in the past before, and increase the revenue. That's really good. So we have a good amount of stocks that we're gonna be watching pre-market. So definitely gonna start going back and then putting them in the watch list. Let's do this. Alright, let's put MVIS. Mark is already there. Let's do DFFN. SGBX. Yes. SGBX. GMPX. X. This one is right. No news there. CKOPN. It was a quarter. A successful quarter results, or they lost one. Oh, they had a loss in their shares. Ooh, I don't know about that. And CLSK. So we'll see where these are at. Pre-market, looking at APDN. This one was trading yesterday. Ooh, UAVS. Any news? Nope. Let me just look at these real quick. RIG. Nothing. MRO. Let's try the prices for stock expected report quarter results this week. So this one had some type of move yesterday. MRO. Oh, okay. Next resistance. So it's a gapper filler as well. So there's a huge gap right here. It almost got filled, but it just broke off. It looks like there was some resistance right here on 630s, and it just sold off from that. and then now it's coming back again to that resistance around 630 again. So we create an alert right here at 626. Boom. Awesome. Okay. Nothing else good. Okay. So one that I'm truly watching is SGPX. I know it's a little bit pricier, but oh, not that one. GMPX. This has the exclusive worldwide patent, so this is definitely some big news over here. That I definitely want to keep my eye on. So let's do this. Definitely let me keep an eye on this. And let's bring this guy back. Boom. All right. So you just gotta wait for the next 5 minutes. Again, we have all our stocks pre-market watch list, so we're just gonna stand by and then let for the time to come down a little bit. Let me know what stocks you guys are trading. So we have definitely a lot of stocks to watch pre-market. So we got 30 seconds left for the market to open up, and let's see what we got going on today. Looks like GMPX is getting overly priced over here, so let's see what we got. Let's see what we have for it to happen. Let's do this, change some of these things. Boom. Awesome. Go. Let's close the live news and we're ready to open. Okay, so GMPX, there we go. Already moving. So I'm not gonna jump in. It's already overly priced a little bit. So I'm not thinking about losing money just yet. Yep, MVIS broke it. So we're probably gonna get on a lot of alerts. GMPX at $4. Again, I'm just gonna wait for it to reconciliate, to confirm with me that this is gonna be an actual move. So if I were to trade it, let's see if I were to get it right there in at around 430. If I were to get in at 430, I will have to sell off at 473. So I gotta ask myself, does this stock have the potential of getting all the way to 473 for me to make my 10%? Like I said, the price is already way too saturated. Seeing some reversals already happening. So again, something I definitely want to keep an eye on. KOPN. KOPN. 2%. All right, here we go. So again, it would have been good for me to get in at 440 or 414, or even right when it opened, 380, and then I would have made my quick 10%, but I didn't keep an eye on it right away. So now it's a little bit priced out for me. So again, I have to wait for it to reconciliate. So far, it is the big stock of the day. Yeah, I should have truly gone in right when it opened up, because the news could have keep on trending up. That was a mistake that I made. So again, you just have to figure out where. Just figure out where exactly you want to get in, and then if the stock has the potential of making that. So yeah, so now it's getting sold off real quickly over here. So we have CDEV. All right, so this stock over here, definitely not mover. GMPX, trying to break that 651. Looking at the level 2 over here. I do see some resistance right there on 650. CDEV. Volume daily average is 21 million. Like, oh, I think this is the one that I was telling you guys about the volume. There you go. SGBX just broke that 650 mark. all these, I'm gonna get all these alerts from all these stocks. So SGBX just got sold off. CDEV. Again, I believe there's no news for this stock. Oh yes, there is. They missed their quarter results, but again, the daily average volume is 21 million. The volume spiked up. Right now has a volume of 3 million for the day, so it's at 15% from its regular volume, 16% now. So again, we can probably wait for this to reconciliate. GMPX making a comeback again. So let's do this. So let's do GMPX and CPEV. Awesome. Let's change this to the 1 minute. Where is okay, so CDEV, it's over here. This is 2. Awesome. All right. So here we go with CDEV. If it breaks this high, this pre-market, this high of this candle here at 96 cents, it's definitely going to be something really good. And then we have over here GMPX, who that spiked up right at the open, 374. So I should have put my trade at 377 at least, and then it could have made my 15% gain right there. Right now it's starting to sell off. I think the price got a little bit oversaturated. Another stock that is moving is MIST. And then keep an eye on this stock right here. Let me add my candlestick identifier. Boom, like that. And a little bit. Let's make sure these, yep, everything looks good there. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. So we had a pattern on the 3 side up. So pre-market, it was showing us some candles of 3 outside up and then 3 inside up. So both of them bullish candles. GMPX, look where it's at now. MIST, it's a mover. SGBL. Okay, RVP coming back again. RVP traded yesterday as well. Seven. Change this color to boom. This. Give us this fall. All right, here we go. So CDV definitely making a bigger move. So let's do. Where's it at right now? So I'm just gonna put in an order for 490. Am I getting this trade? So my average is 97.55. So again, I'm trying to make my 6% goal. So it has to hit at has to break at $1. $1.07 for me to make my goal. Volume is there. Somewhat there. So I'm gonna wait for it to break the $1 mark. I'm gonna break that $1 mark. So there's a lot of resistance right there at $1. If it breaks that $1 with some good volume, then that's definitely something very, very good that can truly happen. Nothing in so far. There you go, broke that $1. And now it's definitely gonna start moving. So my goal is to get to 107. Yeah, I'm not expecting it for it to get up 107, so you see a reverse. This hammer over here was a good signal for me to get out. See how it keeps on moving, keep on trending up. I'm just seeing a lot of resistance right there at that $1. This high over here of 101. I'm not liking it so far. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. A $12 gain, but there was just a lot of resistance right there. Yeah, so I'll take my profits. I'll consider it's a super small trade. So definitely not something. Definitely not proud of that trade, but again, I knew it too. Right there, I knew there was a lot of resistance, so boom, there it goes, broke off. So always get your profits. Yeah, always try to get your profits because you definitely don't want to miss any profits. Ooh, GMPX, a good move over here. Uh, there's a good move over here with GMPX. So I'm trying to do the challenge of I'm making that $500 account turn into a grow the $500 account. So that's a new challenge I'm gonna start doing today, Cinco de Mayo. So we'll see what that see how that goes for the end of the month of May. GMPX, great mover. It's making a good it made a good reconciliation over here. So it's making a good reversal right here. Of course, we have some resistance over here at where it's at 395, but we'll keep an eye on it and see if it's gonna break that right there or not. So, but a good reconciliation reversal pattern right there that is happening. CDEV, trade it real quick. I should have gotten in right here when it was around 96 cents. I was waiting for this reconciliation, but I didn't get on it earlier, and I'll definitely would have made a good 5%. Yeah, I would definitely would have made a good 5%, but I got on a little bit late, and I just got a $12. That's not even like 1% or like 2%. Actually, it is 2%. So that's a goal I don't like to stick by, but it's good. It's cool. At least it's green. At least it's a green day. Okay, let's see what we got here. So yep, a good hammer reversal right here. So this was the candlestick that helped us identify GMPX for a possible reversal. So if we broke above this candlestick, then it would have definitely been a good break off the high of this, so 372. So powerboard got in again around 374, and then a 10% gainer right there. So two opportunities for GMPX for me to trade it for a 10% gainer. Of course, I didn't get it in. I got in with right here with TDV. So let's look at a different stock. RVP. So let's check out RVP. Nothing really big with RVP happening. Man, I need to adjust this. I'll do it afterwards, as a matter of fact. I just don't like how my candles are looking. I always like them. I'll just do it right now. I'll get it out the way. So appearances, real quick. Boom, fill them up. Okay. All I gotta do. There you go. Now they look beautiful. Now they're looking nice. Appearance. Boom. Fill them up. There we go. Okay. So RVP, we have a resistance. Oh, let me add its volume bubble. Volume bubble. That's selected. Move it up. Move it up. And then from right here, where's it at? I gotta not show the study. Oh, there we go. So now I can see where the volume is. So for GMPX, the volume, its daily average is 1.4 million. Today's already at 19 million. So that's some really good volume. RVP daily is 1.2. It's a 1.8. So already made over 100% of its volume. So I believe there's no news for it, but we're gonna trade based on the candles. For RVP, so RVP, oh my god, excuse me. So RVP, definitely, there is some resistance over here around its $5. I know it's hard to see, but we have a small resistance right here at $5. It's trading around 460. If I were to look at the pre-market, I usually like going to the 5-minute for the pre-market resistance. It's usually better looking. Boom, here we go. So it was very choppy. So around 473 is where I actually need to keep an eye on and see if it breaks that pre-market right there. So actually the first one would have been, yeah, around 450 if it breaks 450, and then the second layer it would have been around 473, 475. So definitely would have gotten a hit with an alerts over here around 450. So remember, if you're trying to make your whatever percent goal, 6, 2, 6, 10% for the day, I definitely would have been up 4% so far with RVP. And again, GMPX, good trade, simple trade, nothing too crazy with it. So GMPX to me would have been the trade, but again, I went with was it CDV? Yeah, CDV. It sold off. I got a little bit late with this one. I jumped a little bit late with CDB. Yeah, so definitely not too proud of it. Um, the um, the based on the how many shares available to trade is there, it was really high, so that's why it would have been a good, if I'm able to short sell, it would definitely be, would have been really good. Um, so it would definitely would have been really good for me to short sell it as the price was already way too saturated. And so I would definitely would have short sold it because I saw a lot of resistance right there, and then definitely would have made more on the downside than on the upside. But that's usually that happens with some stocks, so it's perfectly fine. All right, so ADRO, um, good mover. Daily volume 466. It's a 69,000 right now. Not that much volume, so that's why it's kind of moving. It's kind of trending up, but we are hitting or about to hit a resistance right here at 420. So definitely something that we want to see, if because it breaks that resistance. But the next resistance that we have, if I remember right, it's around $4. So definitely got to keep an eye on that, because the next resistance after that is around $6. So um, again, the volume is very low, so that's why it's making the stock move very. It's making the stock move crazy. So again, low volume, um, higher movements. So that's what's up with ADRO. WBT. We had two candlesticks right here that let us know about a possible bullish trend. So we had a hammer reversal and a 3 outside up candlestick pattern. Basically broke off this hammer and broke off the hammer, and then also its open is higher than the previous close of this reverse hammer look. So definitely something that we can see about a good trend up. So let's say if we would once it broke off this hammer, if you would have gone in, that would have been a good, again, 10% goal. So I had multiple opportunities for a 10% gainer. Of course, there's nothing too crazy happening today, but a trade is a trade. If you're green on the day, you're green for the day. If you're red for the day, you're red for the day. So no matter what, it's always about how you finish with the day, either red or green. So far, I'm green. $11. I'll take that any other day. Because I'm trying to grow a. I'm doing the growing the small account as well too. So that's where I'm heading with that's why I'm green for the day. I'll take whatever it is for the day, because again, growing a small account and see what I can convert it to within a month, 2 months, and of course the rest of the year. The timing is not so good because again, the markets are about to get a little bit slower than usual. But of course, once we find the right stock and the right setup, boom, things can definitely get crazy. So we'll see how all this goes. MVIS just got an alert. Broke $1.75. Damn, look at that volume. So MVIS, let's see if we can get anything out of it. So definitely broke up. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So volume, look at that volume. 395% already. There we go, there we go. So it's definitely gonna break that. It's definitely gonna break that resistance. Boom, now that resistance is support. Of course, is now it's reconciliating. So we're trying to see what we can do over here. So open up at $1.69 and then downtrend it, and then we had a possible reversal over here. So this was where we should have gotten in right here when it broke off $1.58 or $1.60. So that way we would have gotten a good maxed out opportunity right here for a 13% gainer. But now of course it's selling off, so it looks like that $1.80 is a huge resistance mark for MVIS. So now let's switch over here to the trending stocks. And the reason I have two scanners is because my pre-market, it's for a different type of volume than the trending stock volume. The trending stock volume is the stocks that are basically already solidified, and of course are still going to be growing little by little, but they definitely have huge differences in them. So that's why I have to switch over from the pre-market stock scanner to the trending stock scanner, because again, two different types of scanners that will let me know different type of information on how a stock is doing. So definitely I definitely have to wait for this breakout over here. So let's see. So the trend, if you look at the trend on, so this is where you got to ask yourself, where is the trend going? The trend is going up for MVIS, but of course we're starting to see some resistance at $1.80 because we're close to that resistance. So we could expect a small bounce from it. But if again it comes down to volume, if the volume is good enough, we're definitely going to wait for it to like break that resistance right there. So I will set a buy limit to get on this stock at $1.83. So once it breaks, the reason $1.83 is because at the high of the day is $1.82. So if it breaks that 182, I definitely want to see for it to break, because the next resistance is at $2.20. So, and again, the volume, it's amazing. Volume is already there, but of course the resistance is just way greater than this $1.80 mark. Resistance is greater than the volume matching it. But we just gotta wait for a hammer, which is right there, which it should be popping up. So again, but the volume, it's very, very low right now. Like I should get rid of all these bubbles over here. I don't need these bubbles. I'll change that afterwards. Of course, the price is already too saturated, so it looks like $1.80 selling off, and then it broke off the low of this previous candle low, so 172. So it's definitely now going to get short sale. So again, there was a lot of opportunities for today. GMPX was a two-time 10% gainer. There was multiple opportunities both in the upside and on the downside. So again, when it comes to short selling, so what is this, 12% gainer right here, a 13% gainer, and then a 10% gainer over here in that reversal, and of course another what is this, another 8% on the downtrend. So again, multiple opportunities for GMPX. That's what you gotta see. It's not always trying to get buying super low, let's say like around $2, and then selling it around $4.41. That's never gonna be really possible. So when it comes to profits, you always wanna definitely wanna close in your profits. I will say close half of them, and then if you're seeing a lot of resistance at a certain point, then close the rest of the half, and then boom, finish the day with green. Better off finish it at the day green rather than just keep holding everything and expect it. Oh yeah, it's gonna keep moving up. Oh yeah, it's gonna keep moving up. That's being greedy. That's being selfish, and that's letting your ego think that it's definitely gonna be a big mover when it's actually not. So again, there's always going to be a lot of opportunities. You're not always going to get all of them, but if you do get an opportunity, definitely try to just stay green. Just have a green day. So there's nothing else going on for the day for any of these stocks. RVP still kind of choppy, like very low in volume still. Want to see what happened to CDEV. Boom, you see another great opportunity from CDEV. Good reversal over here. Let's go here real quick to the 1 minute time frame. Wait for it to load up. Boom. So there's an inverted hammer right here, telling us for giving us a signal for a possible reversal. Where'd they go? Right here. So there's an inverted hammer, and then it sold off a little bit more, and of course, once it broke off the high of this stock, of this big red candle, then that was the possible reversal right there, and then boom, a good 5 to 6% gainer. So that would have been a good trade right there as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities. Again, the markets are being very slow because we're heading over to the dog days of the stock market being very slow. And again, with this coronavirus happening, there's going to be a lot of biotechnical companies that are going to be doing their best to create some fast-pacing kits, some vaccine, not vaccine, some something with the biotech companies that are going to be trending up. So again, the biotech companies are going to be something that you want to keep an eye on. But with them, what you have to keep an eye on the biggest is their financial stuff, because again, they probably got an order of something, but how big is the order to like for how big is the order for them to break even in their finances? Maybe their negative revenue, and then this order keeps them from being at a lower negative revenue. So again, there's a lot of stuff that you want to keep an eye on, the biotech companies and the pharmaceuticals, because they can definitely be very misleading, even though it is some good news, especially for COVID-19. We want to make the best out of it, try to get everything back the way it used to be, um, with everybody's health, and then being social again. But again, we just have to be very patient. But again, with those pharmaceuticals and then biotech pharmaceutical companies, definitely something that you want to keep an eye on. But because again, there's still a lot of news about it. And GMPX, again, another opportunity opening up for GMPX. Multiple times it broke off from this, so it looks like this 375 resistance. It looks like there's some support, I mean, around 360 as well. So there's a lot of support. So if it breaks over this 415, this stock definitely has a huge potential of getting all the way up to $4. So again, a lot of opportunities on or GMPX. So I'm gonna head over to the charts for GMPX over here. So 1 minute, 5 minute. Just like to look at 2 time frames all the time. CSLK, boom, look at that. CSLK broke the alert. Volume 3 million, 400% from its daily average. It took a long time for it to get up here. It like sold off, or it made a move and sold off, and it made another move and it sold off, and then it made another move, and then volume is definitely it's a huge factor for it right now. As you can see, it's making a lot of big moves and then selling off big moves, and it's probably going to sell off right now again. So definitely not going to jump in this trade right away. GMPX, it's starting to, I'm seeing some resistance over here on GMPX. CLSAK, you can see it's probably gonna sell off right now. Watch. So big move, sell off, big move, sell off, but it's slowly creating an uptrend. So let's see over here. So while I'm looking at GMPX, looking at the chart, I'm still keeping an eye on this section right here. I'm keeping an eye on 2 sections, as a matter of fact, or just one whole section. This entire section right here. Just because I'm looking at this doesn't mean that I'm just keeping an eye on here. I'm actually still looking at this big yellow rectangle right there. So again, while I'm looking at this stock, I'm keeping an eye on some of the prices of some of these stocks. As I can see GMPX is making a move again, and it's probably gonna break off that 416. Boom, there it is. I knew it too. Yep. So I thought it was gonna be a reversal over here, but there's no reversal yet. And again, another opportunity for GMPX with that 12% make right there. So it's definitely gonna break the high of today of 441. Again, this stock has a lot of good volume. Solid bar is very, very good. There it is. I already know there's gonna be a red bar just for the giggles of it, but what I have to wait is for the confirmation of either continue selling off or still gonna keep on for the is still gonna keep the uptrend. So based on this big red candle, there's the trend is up, and there it is. So it reached the high of day. So now we're aiming for that 4. So right now we're gonna start aiming for that 475 mark. So let's see where is it gonna get us? Is it gonna get us up there? Is it not? Again, there's gonna be some sell-off over here. So again, we gotta be very patient. The volume is great. Everything is really great about this. So this is definitely gonna keep on moving up. 455. I'm already in 477, so around 460. So based on this huge gap, I'm aiming for like around 460. That is gonna be selling off. So 460 is a resistance that I'm kind of creating. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. So as you can see now, we're seeing some resistance, but the buyers are still there. But again, there's going to be some reconciliation over here. Again, it's been just up, down, up, down, up, and then now it's going to be this could be either a confirmation that it's going to be selling off, or it's just going to be selling off quickly. It's going to be selling off for a good amount, and it's probably going to make a bounce. With this huge red bar over here, it's letting me know that there's a possible end to this trend over here. But again, we have some good support over here on the 420s. So let's see where this stock is going to be moving towards. So we're seeing some volume surge over here. I thought there was going to be a doji reversal, but then again, there's some support right there at 430. There you go, 450. Come back again to the 450s. 450, come back again. 453, 464, popping up. Again, there's still a lot of buyers, so you got to think about it as supply and demand. Is the demand already too high, and the supply is already too high, or is the demand too low, or is the supply too low? So right now there's still a lot of demand for this stock. There's a lot of demand for this stock, but then there's a lot of selling pressure as well too. So now it's range trading. So it's definitely going to be selling off sometime soon. This range trade is definitely, there you go. Yeah, happening sooner than I thought. So definitely, I had a feeling it was going to be a sell-off. There's just a lot of selling pressure around that 450 mark, 440. And there's the selling pressure. But don't let that scare you, because again, we've been seeing how crazy it is. There's a huge spike, then there's a sell-off, and then there's an uptrend, and then there's another sell-off, and then there's another huge spike, and there's probably gonna be another sell-off again too. So this stock is truly not scaring me. It's just what it's doing for the day, which is perfectly fine. I'm not gonna fight it. It's just how it is doing. Because look at the volume, 37 million already for the day. CSLK. When did I get the alert? 211, 201. Now it's at 209. High of the day was 216 earlier. So just 8 more minutes for me to keep this live open. There was a lot of opportunity, but no no big movers for today, because again, don't expect big movers. Again, aim for your percent goal, and once you hit your percent goal, that's it. So again, GMPX is just making a lot of big moves in the uptrend, and then selling off quickly, and then making another uptrend and selling off. So it's making a slow trend up though. We just gotta see where it goes for the rest of the day. The day is still young, but happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. And again, I'm just gonna leave the I'm turning off my mic, and I'm just gonna leave the scan open, and then TD Ameritrade open for you guys. So definitely something that we'll want to keep an eye on for GMPX for the rest of the day. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more trades.